Finally. Let me go ahead and maybe too loud. Let's see. Turn down my end a little bit. Turn it up on this end a little bit. Alrighty. Should be good. There's a huge delay. That's fine. Okay, we're gonna wait for a little bit. Just a tiny bit of time. Alrighty. The hell? How we doing tonight, FPL? Are you in? Hi, Blue. How you doing, buddy? I know I'm Johnner. I'm the biggest Johnner of all time. Dude, pieces of my phone case are coming off. I need a new phone case. Alright. We're gonna get started here. Among Us, yes. That's definitely what we need. Is the music too loud? I think it's fine, honestly, personally. We'll see. Don't be pinging me! Magnus. Little Mac. We should do that fight, buddy. Shouldn't we? Alright. It is time. Welcome, FPL, to end of season talk. It's been a while since I've streamed. We'll get to more streaming stuff later, but we're going to go through FPL. We're going to go through all of this season. But first, we're going to go through some next season things that I want to talk about. Starting with, the categories for the OMs that y'all are choosing from. I know it's not the same with... look, okay, I can make it Mario Galaxy. Well, no, because then I'm going to get copyright claimed. That's the problem. I'm going to get copyright claimed. I don't want to get copyright claimed. Okay, so the 5 OMs you'll have to choose from are about to be put in here. We got like two very interesting ones in my opinion. Um, you're you're gonna see a correlation from this season to last season. Um, yeah, so let's start. The first one is Monotype Insurgents. This will take a lot of time to go ahead and finish up with figuring out where Pokemon go. But I think this could be very interesting since it's like basically all new Pokemon. That'd be pretty interesting. Just know if you vote for this, we don't hate you, we just dislike you. But it was recommended like 3 times. I think one was DJ who recommended it, which is really cool. So the next choice y'all have, am I too quiet by the way? The like walls are very thin in the dorms, so I don't want to talk too loud. Don't want to talk too loud because if I talk too loud, then you know, neighbor may come knocking on my door. I'm good. Okay, we're gonna move on to Monotype AAA. Oh boy, we'd have to ban a lot of things with this one. You know, weather is just too OP. We'd probably only allow you to have one weather ability per like one weather duo, or maybe one weathermon plus 2 abusers per team. I don't know. We'd have to talk about that. I have a dead pixel. Wow, that's upsetting. I have a few dead pixels actually. But it would be like this one would be a little hard to do. I think this one would be more about rules rather than the Pokemon because I got like at least 2 people who can help me in Goose and Steering who can help me with AAA, and I can just steal their thing and make it monotype essentially. But yeah, I think it's pretty good. Next, we have Monotype Mix and Mega. This was one of the more interesting ones in my opinion. I think this would be really cool to do. If you don't know what Mix and Mega is, essentially, I do believe you pick a Pokemon and then you pick another Mega Evolution to do it. So, like, you get that exact same stat boost rather than another stat boost. I think this would be really cool to do. But there's one more that I think is cooler that I hope that y'all pick. Not the next one, though. The next one is Monotype Stabmons. This is like going to be everyone's favorite, I bet. Especially Robopup. Robo loves Monotype Stabmons. It's cool. I think it's going to be the easiest out of these 4 to make a tier 4. So, if you want us to be, you know, want us to have an easy job, then LFG, what's LFG? I don't know what LFG is. Oh, let's effing go. Okay, I get it. Never mind. I'm dumb. I think out of all these, this is the one I'd want the most. I'm not playing next season, so that's one thing to keep in mind. I don't care what y'all pick, because I'm going to be hearing it all, along with our 2 new mods, and probably 1 person from our thing. I think Stabmons would be the coolest, the best to do, the easiest to do for me. No, we'd have to ban some flying stuff. The last one that I think would be the most interesting, but would be the hardest, is Monotype Create a Pokemon. The way it would work is we'd use the exact same tiering system as we did this season, probably the exact same tiers. But then you'd create one Pokemon that is meant to be 18 points or below. And we'd give you a bunch of rules. You'd be able to create your own Pokemon, though. Like, you draft your type and then immediately start creating your own Pokemon and sending them in. I think that'd be pretty cool to do. And I think, since I'm not playing, I kind of want y'all to do that one. Because I don't want to create a Pokemon because it's going to be really bad. But I think it'd be really cool. You do have to make it. You have to use an ability that's already been made. And it's got to be like within reason. Like you can't have a 600 base stat total Pokemon with huge power. You know, can't have that. But like, if you make a 500 base stat total Pokemon and huge power is like its ability and its attack stats only like 50, then I think we could allow something like that. It's gonna be within reason. Yeah, very much within reason. So those are your 5 OMs that you can choose from. However, there is more. As long as we get people wanting to play for it, 12 minutes, there will be at least one Gen 9 division. So when you sign up for Season 4, there will be a thing to say, do you want to play in do you want a chance to play in Gen 9, or do you just want to play in the OM? So let's say you want to play in Gen 9, you want to play Gen 9, you can say, okay, I only want to play in Gen 9. Just know that if you only want to play in one of the divisions, you can't play in both, but like, let's say you only pick one, you probably have less of a chance of getting in. So just know there will be a Gen 9 division next season, which I think will be really cool to see us go through. And it will only be Gen 9. Like, whatever you can get in the National Dex Gen 9, that's what it's going to be. It's not going to be Open Dex. And this is the reason why I was saying earlier in the week, I know Robo asked about it. He said something like, oh, well, why don't we just do National Dex for everything? I'm like, nah, let's not talk about that right now, because we want to do a Gen 9 division. That's what me and Pro talked about doing. So that's going to be interesting. All right. With that being said, next season, no matter what, we're going to have 3 divisions, hopefully. I would not expect a 4th division unless we somehow get, like, a huge amount of people signing up for next season. Because this season it was kind of hard to place people. We had a lot of drops. So I think we're going to stick with our 3. And of course, Bidoof is making a return. And Bibarel, whichever division has 2, or whichever OM, so either Gen 9 or the OM have 2, then Bidoof will be top, but Bibarel will be bottom. And then the one that only has 1, it will be Urshifu Rapid Strike, which was our kill leader. The division name will probably be just straight up called Urshifu Rapid, or Murder Care Bear Water, or Water Bear. It'll be like something. It'll probably be Urshifu Rapid or Rapid Strike division, though. I think those 2 would be the best names. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty interesting. Oh yeah, also another thing with signing up for Gen 9, just know if there's only one division of Gen 9, then obviously you can't be placed with people of your, power level. So like, let's say there's someone who's brand new to draft and they want to do Gen 9 Monotype. Okay, you'd grab Gen 9 Monotype, but then you could be placed with someone like DJ, who's, probably the best player in the league. So that's interesting. Okay, let's move on to off-season. Off-season's been decided for a long time. I think it's been decided for like 4 weeks now. And I forgot to give y'all a something about it. So do y'all want to try and guess what off-season could be? Do y'all want to make like some predictions real quickly before I reveal it? Frosty. What do you mean classic, Frosty? Are you saying classic? Normal stuff? No, it's not normal. I can assure you that. Mono ability. That's an interesting idea. I don't know how that would work, but it's not mono ability. Maybe we'll try that next season where you can do like AAA, but you're only allowed to do one ability. So I think that'd be cool to talk about. Dude, this gum sucks. Anyone else? Robo want to make a guess? I don't know if Robo's still here. Blue backed up his own statement with mono ability. Magnus, you want to take a guess? They are. Well, if y'all aren't gonna say anything, then you know. I'm gonna go ahead and reveal it. It is low tier, which will be starting September 30th. Essentially, when you look at a normal draft board, it'll be 8 and below. Maybe some 9s, but I wouldn't like. I'd say 8 and below is what we're gonna do. I'm probably gonna do like we're either gonna do an 8-person division or 16-person division. Not sure. If we do 8, we'll do 2 divisions though. Robo, it's gonna be fun. Trust me. Yeah, low tier I think is gonna be interesting. We talked about it and we thought low tier would be really bad for monotype, so I decided, okay, well let's just make it, an off season. All right, now it's time for playoff talking and predictions. And this season we're starting with Bidoof rather than last season where we did Dracovish. In 6th place, in Bidoof, we have the one, the only, Sly, coach of the Seattle Swallows. Oh, one thing I do need to mention for people in playoffs. You have a chance at money with the craft draft bracket. I would absolutely go join that. I will post it with this. If you win, you get points added to your thing. I do believe you get, I don't even know how much points it is. I think it's like, it may be 12. I don't know how many it is. I know Robo can probably say that. But, you have a chance to get some money. And I think that'd be really cool. If you're in playoffs. I think you already get points for being, playoffs though. But if you win playoffs, you get points too. I do believe. I could be wrong though. You can ask Robo about it. He's a mod. You can ask Steering about it. Alright. Sly. Only lost 3 battles the entire season. This shows you, and those battles only amassed 2, 3, 6, 7, 8 in the differential loss. Wow. Their diff is 3. They did really well this season. I was already told they're gonna do well this season by Steering. I thought they would do better, a little bit better. I hear they're really good. I think this is their first monotype though. Oh, it's Evelyn who's KDC, isn't it? I think they did pretty well for what they have. Sorry if you're hearing my Discord pings. I don't know why people keep pinging me in Discord. Overall a really good season, and there's two divisions where 5-3 is the lowest. Last season we had a 3-5 make playoffs. We didn't even have that this season. We have 4-4 is the lowest in all divisions. I think it's really cool that we're getting better players. I'm hoping next season that we can get even better people. But great job, Sly. You definitely have a chance to win. Just your week 1 opponent for playoffs is pretty interesting in my opinion. So let's move on to 5th place in Bidoof, which is Sean. I like to say Fibine, but it is Sean. So my man chose Rock and then just did really, really well with it. To be fair, his team is probably the best Rock team you could get. Cray Dilly, Mega Arrow. This team is amazing. And we were also talking about Fibine, probably one of the, him making playoffs with the 2nd worst type is really something to say, especially when, you know, Rock's not really helped here. I think overall they lost against the No Ho Ho Ho's, which is Dark. They lost against Steel and lost against Ground. Two of those matches make absolute sense. Dark actually also kind of makes sense because of where Dark is this season. You know, overall, just very, very good job, Fivine. You know, pretty proud. I didn't, you know, towards the middle of the season when he lost against Steel and Dark, I was like, wow, is he gonna lose some more matches and not make it? But he did really good, really good. I'm very, very happy. I don't know why it says 6th for his rank. Oh, because I took this picture before he got 5th. Just know he is 5th place. So yeah, very good job. You can also do pretty well in playoffs, and you're weak. We'll talk about your opponent later, but you did very well. I think you could do very well in playoffs in general, and good luck. Okay, we're gonna move on to 4th place. Scribble, coach of the Raging Rowlets. This was a coach that came in, I think. They came in week 4. I want to say he didn't. I want to say that Thick left week 3, and we found this guy week 4, and he made the team a little better. It's still kind of mid, honestly, because there's no Steela. But overall, 5-3-12. You did an amazing job. You lost one battle that you really shouldn't have lost because you didn't read rules, but that's fine. Everyone has those. Then you lost to Rock. Those were your 2 losses. Every other battle you won. 3, 4, and 3. I mean, you did really well. I think you I think you did pretty well. I will say I don't know why there's still a Noctowl and a Duckler in your team. I don't know why those were kept, but it's fine. I think this team is kind of underrated in prepping. I feel like I've seen some teams prep for it badly. And, you know, I think you definitely have a shot at playoffs because you have Dragonite, Lando, Galarian, Zapdos, and you have like the 3 pieces you need. You don't have Celesteela, which is a piece you kind of need, but you have like every other piece you need. You're doing really good. Yeah, not much to say other than, yeah, you did amazing. Yeah. Let's move on to 3rd place, which is Trev, coach of the No Ho Ho Ho's. Oh boy, at the beginning of the season, Trev was like, I don't know why you put me in Bidoof. I'm not that good. Makes 3rd overall. My man, 6-2-13. Did so good. I mean, just an amazing job. Only lost to 2 coaches, which were DJ and then the water coach. The water coach I was pretty surprised about. I think he just played badly for that one fight. That's fine. Or maybe he got lucky, I can't remember. I do see that most of your wins are by 3. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are by 3. That's pretty interesting. Overall, Trev, you did amazing. And your nicknames are amazing as always. That Hoopa did really good. 11 kills. I mean, that's pretty wild. It was it could have been in contention for kill leader, really. But you know, I will talk about kill leader. Actually, no, I could talk about kill. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about kill leader afterwards. We're gonna talk about kill leader afterwards, you know, because I'm very mad at y'all. In bottom division, very, very mad. Overall, you did amazing, as you know, I guessed you were. You know, now we're gonna move on to 2nd, which is Liger. You know, I saw this coming. My man is amazing at Pokemon. You know, you look at his Pokemon stats and you're like, oh, well, nothing really is amazing. You know, 7's the most amount of kills. Doesn't matter. Won every single game other than a Dark. Dark is an unwinnable matchup for Psychic most of the time. You know, obviously you did well. I think you did very, very well. Probably one of the best coaches in the league, if not the best. We have one coach who's probably better. Liger, if you play your cards right, you could absolutely win this season. You do have to go through the number one coach, who's going to be hard. You didn't battle him during main season though, so that's good. But I went to +5. Oh, that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter in the end. You're in the same place. You won. That's I put you winning on here. That's all that mattered. Didn't really matter how much you won by. It depended how much you if you won or not. Because it was kind of like a coin toss whether you won that matchup, in my opinion. So I'm glad I put you on winning here. No waifu Lele. Thankfully, man. No waifu Lele division. Just an amazing job, Liger. I'm very, very happy. But we're gonna move on to one now, which is, of course, DJ Kolkat, who also lost a game, which was to ground. Which makes sense. Your only defense to that was this Volcarona and this Rotom. And Rotom's not a ground counter. It's DJ. What can I say? What else do I have to say? It's DJ Kolkat. I mean, quite literally, if you said DJ was the best... Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna adjust it when I'm done with this. I've already put all the pictures on here. I can't adjust it for the video, but I can adjust it when I'm done with this, for sure. So you can see +9 rather than +7. I mean, I'm glad this man traded Blacephalon for Volcarona, because Volcarona makes his team 100 times better. But man, you can't really say much about top division. All of them are just good. They're all good players. Now we're gonna move on to the playoff bracket, and I'm going to make some predictions here. Y'all can yell at me. We have Sean versus Scribble. I'm sorry, Scribble, you're flying. You have such a bad matchup here. You could definitely win with Corviknight. But I'm gonna say Sean's gonna win this. But prove me wrong, please. I would love that. And then we have Sly versus Trev, which was a week 8 match. Sly versus Trev is a week 8 match. So I think Trev could win again, but I think this one's even. I think this variant is very even. I think Sly brought Aaron for his final battle. I think he was memeing a little bit. I could be wrong. He could have brought it as an actual thing, but I feel like personally he was kind of memeing. Maybe he kind of knew that he was gonna have to play. Trev again. I think Trev could win this. I'm gonna say Trev's gonna win. But Sly could absolutely win that fight. Like that's like less of a hard matchup than Skrill versus Sean. DJ Kolkat versus Sean. Ooh, who won the first one? I'm pretty sure they battled, right? They did not. Ooh, DJ or Sean? Huh. What do y'all think? I'll say what I think, but what do y'all think first? I can definitely tell you what I think about Trev versus Liger. I think Trev's gonna win. It's just an impossible matchup for Liger. You think Sean? Yeah, I think Sean can definitely win. I think DJ has a chance because it's just DJ. But I think Sean. I'm gonna go for Sean. And then finals, Sean versus Trev. Now that's a good matchup. Sean lost the first one. I think Sean's gonna learn from his mistakes, and I think Sean's going to win the entire thing. It'd be his first FPL victory, but I think Sean's going to win the entire thing. That's who I'm voting on. All right, let's move on to Yveltal division. And in 6th place is the one, the only, the best coach of FPL, Frosty, coach of the Saganue Sniffly Boys. Oh boy, I don't know how y'all let me get up here. What the hell? How would y'all let me do this? You know, how? I haven't even brought the Sneasel to a single game. I mean, I've lost against 3 coaches, which were Steel, makes sense. I memed the entire game. Like, me losing that 2-0 just shows you that I could have won that easily if I tried. I just messed up really hard against Flying. And then Fire was kind of unwinnable, honestly. So hopefully, I do better against Fire if I have to fight them. Worst coach in the league. Hey, Darmanitan and Arctozolt are both, like, frail as shit. I did meme. Ice is a meme in itself, and I did meme with my Avalug set. You just one-shot it. I definitely did meme. Because if I would have ran an actual Steel Killer team, I would have actually tried, but I didn't run a Steel Killer team. I didn't care. My biggest victories against Robo, that makes sense, you know, Robo. My worst victory is against Fire, that makes sense. Skill issue for you. I'm not running no, memes are not, like, meant to be bad. I'm not running special Darmanitan. Because that's just bad. That's not meme, that's bad. Anyway, best coach in the league. Let's move on. Number 5, Mr. Toast. Coach of the Spinning Chess Pins. Honestly, it's his first time in Monotype. He did really good. You know? He lost against Flying and Ground. Somehow he lost to Ground. I don't know how. But, I mean, watching this guy's season was interesting because, like, there were times... Oh, no, he also lost to, Psychic. Watching him was just like, oh, okay, is he gonna do good? Is he gonna do bad? Toast did pretty good. Overall, I think, he could have done... I think, honestly, the man, I think, could have done better. He's a good coach. He's an amazing coach. I've seen him play. Realistically, I probably could have put him in top div, but I didn't. If he comes back next season, I think he can win playoffs for sure. I think he also got really lucky with his bracket, so we'll see. Yeah, I think he did really good, Toast. I'm very proud for your first time playing Monotype. And, yeah, I mean, to be fair, if you're good at Monotype, you're good at... Or if you're good at normal, you're good at Monotype, so... We're going to move on to 4th place, which is Star Maiden. Another 5-3 coach. Poison, you know, you did better than I did last season. Last season, I did really, really bad with Poison. Like, awful. And this team's not amazing, but, I mean, Star Maiden's just a coach that will go down as a good coach. Overall, just amazing. I say that a lot, but, like, my man is actually a really good coach. I think it's his first time for Monotype. I think he did good. Could have been better. I think your matchup against, you know, you did fight Fire. I think your matchup against Steel was a little bit more winnable than what you played. Like, I think this coach played a little shaky for the three games they did lose, and that's the reason why they lost. Like, they could have beaten Fire pretty easily, in my opinion. But it was like shaky, which is fine. First time playing Monotype. I hope you come back. I hope all the coaches that were top 6 for sure come back. I hope everyone comes back. Because then I'd have a full bracket. But we'll see. Okay. Not much to say other than, pretty good. Okay, we're gonna move on to number 3, which is Boz. 5, 3, and 10. Honestly, I expected them. I expected top 6 from them. I kind of expected top 2. This one I thought this one was could have been top division. Like, I was talking to some other people and they said, "Oh yeah, Balls was good enough to be in top." I think it was Balls. Maybe it was someone else. Stall player, yeah. To be fair, that's like kind of what Psychic is a little bit sometimes. You lost to Chalk, and you also lost to Flying. That makes sense. You lost to MMS. I forgot who MMS is, honestly. I feel like I should know who MMS is. Oh boy. Don't think they're in playoffs. Maybe. Is MMS in playoffs? Oh, no. Yeah, no, they're not in playoffs. I don't know who MMS is off the top of my head, but we'll see. Overall, just a good job. I mean, what else can I say? I mean, you did good. You lost some matches that were interesting. Like, I think the Fairy matchup was definitely winnable. I don't know who MMS is. That may have been... I can't remember. We'll have to go look later. Maybe it was definitely not Steel. I don't know. All right. Good job. Okay, we're gonna move on to second, which is Bloop. This was the biggest surprise. I'm sorry, Bloop, but I did not have high expectations for you. I thought you were gonna be dropped to bottom div. But no. If we do, obviously we're gonna have 2 divisions next season, so there's not really drops or ups. But this coach would be in top division. With Steel, very good job, especially with such a bad Steel team. This team is so bad. I still stand by that. The team is bad. Cartana has been their saving grace the entire season. Like, Cartana has been their saving grace the entire season. I'm sorry, Bloop, you know that. Cartana was your saving grace the entire season. Imagine. Robo, Robo, it depends on next season. We'll have to talk about next season. You may be in top division if you play the 2 divisions. Omar, you were in bottom division. What do you mean? You were in bottom division last season. Your team's not bad, Magnus. For a fire type team, your team is good. We'll get to you in a minute. I got some words to say to everyone in that division. Overall, you did good. You played well. That's what really mattered. Your team's trash, but you played well. And you'll obviously be in top division if you come back next season. Unless you do the Gen 9, which I'm assuming is going to be the 1 division. If you do Gen 9, then you'll just be in the division with everyone. So, first place is Forsen. Okay, so it says 8-0. That really highly depends on this matchup. I think they're going to win. I assumed they were going to win here, but they could be 7-1. Absolutely. What can I say? Flying's good. And Forsen is an amazing coach. Bloop, please stop, Frosty. Why? Why wasn't Forsen top div? Because he didn't move up last season. He wasn't supposed to move up technically, but I was like, nah, he's too good to be in bottom div. Because he was 3rd last season. He wasn't 2nd. That was Pickle and Trev. Pickle and Trev. And Trev, I decided to move up to top. Realistically, the only reason there was one coach up in top that I didn't agree with, but Owls told me now they need to be in top division because they're the same level as me, and I said he was top division worthy for sure. I think that was wrong. I think Joshua was middle division and this guy was top, but Forsen, Also got really lucky with us being stupid and not picking um um flying before it got to his turn because he was late. I don't get how flying made it. Obviously he did good. He, just destroyed everyone the entire season. Even me, who was his only bad matchup. Like, his only bad matchup was me. I'm gonna beat him in playoffs, though. Just watch. Okay. Move on to the bracket. Star Maiden versus Mr. Toast. I do believe they fought, right? I'm pretty sure Star Maiden lost. How the fuck was I supposed to beat Mantine? I don't know. To be fair, you had a bad matchup. Flying's pretty good for ground. Honestly, I'm gonna say Toast is gonna win this for sure. No, you won't. What do you mean, no, you won't? I'm definitely beating Forsen. And then me versus Boz. I'm definitely winning that fight for sure. Since I'm up there, we'll go ahead and talk about both possibilities. I think Mr. Toast is gonna win Star Maiden versus Toast. This is just a prediction. This could absolutely be wrong. And then I think me and Boz are kind of equal in terms of this. I've had more monotype experience, but they've also are just a better player overall, normal. So they could win where I could win. I think Mega Galade's a problem for me, but I can handle that. So we're gonna talk about the Forsen versus. I think Forsen's gonna win whatever opponent he fights. I think Forsen's making finals, absolutely. Then me versus Bloop. I think it depends. I'm probably gonna get a bunch of people to do. I don't know. That really depends. I'm gonna say Bloop's gonna win that fight, but I think if Boz goes to it, I think Boz will win. So I think it really just depends. I think Bloop could win if it's me. Has my name been Frosty GMSM on this the entire season? It's supposed to be Frosty GMSM. But apparently it's been Frosty GMSM. Huh, interesting. But I think if I win the Boz fight, Bloop is gonna win. And if Boz wins this fight, it's gonna be him who wins. So then the final is either gonna be Forsen versus Bloop, which Forsen will win absolutely, or Forsen versus Boz, which Forsen will win absolutely. I think Forsen's winning the entire season. Even if he fights me, I feel like he could win. But if he fights me, then I'm definitely winning. Look, be quiet, Robo. I think Forsen's winning though. Right. Let's move on to Bib Arrow Division, which I have mean words for every single one of you in Bib Arrow Division. We're gonna start at 6th place, Omar. Did you fight water? You did. You only lost by 2. But still. Why'd you lose to water, and why'd you let Urshifu get kills? Omar. Honestly, last season he did really bad. But this season with Electric, he did really good. 4-4 is pretty okay. You lost to SC, which was Poison, I think. PP, which was Water. Omar. FLFD, which was Flying, which I don't know how you lost to 2 of the types that you have a huge advantage against. And then Dragon makes sense. Here comes the Care Bear slander. I'm so pissed at y'all for letting this fucking Care Bear, this murder Care Bear, get into kill leader. 19 kills, really? For Urshifu Rapid? Oh my god. PP and FLFD, I know that Omar says against Haunch he does really bad, but honestly, you should have done better. I think you could have been 1st place this entire season. No, you didn't. Oh, FLDF is bug. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. Still, Electric versus Bug. Electric has that matchup in the, fist. Magnus, you also let it get 4 kills. You can't say that when you let it get 4 kills on you. Oh, the music's not playing anymore. That doesn't matter. It'll be fine, right? Overall, good job. Definitely an improvement from last season. Very proud. Think you could have done better personally, but that doesn't matter. You still made playoffs. That's what matters. We'll move on to 5th place, which is I don't know, coach of the Arkansas Malamar. You know, half of your Pokemon aren't showing up. That's fine. You know, overall, 5-3, pretty good. Lost 6-0 to Bug. That's, you know, interesting. To be fair, Bug just played really good. Play Mario. No, I can't play Mario Galaxy Music Robo. You lost to SFG, which I can't remember who SFG is off the top of my head. I think. Oh, SFG is Steel, right? Pretty sure that's Steel, and the Steel guy. No. No, because that guy was 0-4 before he came in. I don't know who SFG is. RSV is Steel. Pretty good job. I mean, obviously, you did amazing. I lost Water. Bug. Who's SFG? Because PP is Water. And FLFD is Bug. I don't know who SFG is off the top of my head. Oh, it's Dark. Dark. Y'all are both using y'all's real accounts. Interesting. Could not be me. Yeah. I mean, overall, I love your logo. That's probably the best logo in the entire league. Overall, I mean, a good Dragon team. I think Dragon's super underrated as a monotype. Especially by like steering. Steering said it's trash. It's not. It's pretty good. I think it's really good if you do it right, especially with points. With points, it's definitely better than with tiers. So we're gonna move on to number 4, which is Baby Huey, which is Dark. Wow. You know, only a little bit differential. The Sneasel kind of scared everyone the first week. You know, that thing almost became kill leader. You know, I think Mega Houndoom did better than we expected. I also think that Crook did worse than we expected. Overall, amazing job. You lost to Fire, which makes sense. You know, man went crazy first half of the season. PYP, which is Fairy. That makes sense. You're Dark. You don't really got much for that other than Muck. PP, which is Water. That makes sense. I mean, your losses make absolute sense. You know, I don't blame you for any of these losses. Oh, you also have Skuntank, but Skuntank's not real. So overall, your losses make sense. Definitely think you can do good in playoffs. I definitely think playoffs is going to suit you pretty well here. You could absolutely just destroy in playoffs. I don't know. Oh, I know who your first battle is. So that's interesting. We're gonna move on to 3rd, which is Magnus, the coach I thought was gonna take 1st place. You know, first it's 5 games, just completely destroyed, and then man's wife comes in and watches a game and he just loses the game. Oh. I do believe week 7 was due to luck. I'm pretty sure he said week 7 was absolute. Oh, I forgot to take my medicine. I got a drink here. I just completely forgot to take my medicine tonight. Cinder Rase obviously did well for you. I think people, yeah, it was luck, sadly. I think people overestimated Cinderace. Like, I know I know some people I know some people think we shouldn't have it. The problem with not having it is I'm sorry, but fire kinda is like the worst type without it. The only reason it's decent is because we allow Cinderace. So very good job. What do you mean Frosty pronouncing stuff? That's how you say it, Cinderace, right? You also say it Slazel and Infernape and Blacephalon and Victini and Charahard and Rotom and Larvesta and Combuskin and Camerupt and Tarkle, right? Those are how you say those names, right? I also assumed a 3-0 win against Flying. We got 5-0, so a little bit more differential. Doesn't matter. No, what do you mean no? Honestly, I think you could win this season. Absolutely. I definitely passed in kindergarten English. I think you could definitely win this season. You just got to play a little bit better than you did towards the end. Yeah, Blacephalon was kind of mid. Right, Blacephalon. I'm guessing Blacephalon is a 0002. Yeah. Kind of mid in fire. Honestly, there was better stuff to grab. All right. Let's move on to second, which is the coach I'm proud of the most. Haunch, my man. 6'2", positive 19. That's because, 2 of his last games. And it could be more than 19 if he does better against PTP. Right? It could be more than 19 if he does better against PTP than I put. My man just went ham with this team. He's like, oh, I'm bug. I'm not gonna make playoffs. Makes second place overall. Second place. With probably the biggest differential we've ever seen in FPL. I think 19 is the largest we've ever seen. Although, did you lose against Peaceful Porygons? You did. Why'd you let Urshifu get kills, buddy? Why? Just why? Actually, I'm pretty sure Urshifu didn't even come to the first game. I'm pretty sure Urshifu just didn't come to the game one. I know after week 1, the kill leader was Slowbro G, so. Haunch, you're also another coach that definitely has a good chance to win. Honestly, I'm sorry, but he should. You are the only one who beat him, yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief. Haunch should not have been in bottom div. He really, the only reason he's there is because he didn't sign up for main, the first time. And then he was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and sign up. I'm gonna go ahead and ask to join. Amazing coach. Great that we've had him, and hope he comes back. Right, let's move on to first place, Chai. Chai only lost against Fire, which is wild because he's water. And he also has kill leader. Urshifu, Rapid Strike, Murder Care Bear of water. 2 of his Pokemon never came. I think that's a little weird. I think you should bring him to your first playoffs game, Chai. Another coach with a monstrous differential, 18. I think that's this. I think that's one of the second highest that we've ever seen. The team was amazing. Overall, amazing. Coach was another coach that realistically I thought about putting into middle division, but yeah, this Pokemon is so trash. I don't know why y'all allowed Urshifu Rapid Strike to get 19 kill. Every single coach allowed this thing to just kill. I don't get it. Why did you allow Urshifu Rapid Strike just to go pop, pop, pop on you 24/7? I think I only saw one person run Helmet the entire season. One. I'm pretty sure I saw one person run Helmet. the entire season. Why didn't you run helmet? Like, there was no excuse to not running a helmet at all. There's also no excuse to letting it get 19 killed. You know, the one Pokemon that I'm just like, nah, I don't want that kill leader. You beat a Magnus. It doesn't matter. You still let it get 4 kills though. You just be better. Yeah, overall, everyone just let it eat kills. Everyone just literally let it. I'm pretty sure in the final battle, week 8, it got 5. And like I just knew from there, nope, Sniffly Boy doesn't have a chance, does it? Poor Sniffly Boy. Poor Sniffly Boy. Chi, if you come back, your top division, more than likely, Magnus and Magnus, Haunch, and Chai would all be put into top division if they want to play the 2 division one. I think all of them would be put into top division. We'll see. It really just does depend on who plays. So yeah, now let's move on. Huh? Okay, I don't know what I did. Now let's move on to the playoffs bracket. Baby Huey, which is labeled Baba Huey still. I don't know why. Or I don't know 758. You know what? I think Dragon can win this for sure. I think Dragon can win this for sure. I think this is like a close matchup. I'm gonna say Dragon pulls it out. Just because I like Dragon more than I like Dark. But Dark can absolutely win. I think this is more of a coin flip than it is an actual fight that's gonna be hard to win. You know what I mean? I think this is a coin flip, really. But we'll see. Omar versus Magnus. Magnus, you better win that fight. I'm sorry, Omar. You know, all my love towards Omar, but Magnus, I'm still rooting for you to win the entire thing. And then I'm gonna say I don't know versus Chai. I'm gonna say Chai wins that. I'm sorry. Chai is it's water. Water, I'm gonna have to say is better than Dragon, and I think y'all are about the same in terms of playing. Although I will say Kyurem can do some damage. Haunch versus Magnus. Magnus. Oh boy. Both of these are people that I like. Nah, screw it. Magnus, you better win that fight. You better not get RNG'd again. And then Magnus, you better not get RNG again. And then we have Chai versus Magnus. And I'm sorry, but I think Chai may win that fight. I don't know. That could go the exact same way as the first one went, but that could also go with Chai winning. I think that's like... I'm not bringing Stone Edge again. Don't worry. I think Chai may win the fight. I'm going to say Chai for now, but Magnus could absolutely win that fight, for sure. Alright. Now we're going to move on to awards. We're going to be doing awards after the season. Y'all are going to get to vote starting probably Wednesday. And here's some best game candidates, which are Sly versus Steering, Balls versus Forsen, Magnus versus Chai, and Omar versus Chai. I think those 4 battles were just the best battles we've had all season. Overall, the season battles were kind of mid, but those 4 stood out to me. Best comebacks: Frosty versus Pro Shuriken, Ryan Thyme versus Omar, and Robo versus Chalk were all amazing comebacks. My favorite of them is Robo versus Chalk personally, but you don't gotta vote for mine. You watch all the battles and you say, okay, this is what I think is the best battle for a best comeback. So there will also be other categories, but those will be on the thing. But those were just like a little bit of what I came up with. And then last and certainly least, is our new mods. We did a mod thing, and we did signups. Only like 3 people signed up in the end. And one of them didn't even get back to me with the questions. I gave him like 2 days. But yeah. So our first mod Oh boy, I'm very sad to say this, is a Victini. We're taking a Pokemon as a mod, guys. Is a Victini. Is a mod. AKA Owls. Which, I don't know, if your name's Owls with hats, why wouldn't Noctowl be your favorite Pokemon? Wild. And then our second mod that will be joining us, the second most active person in the server, who will never be first, in 3 Owls with hats. I think 3 Owls is better than 1. Although, none of the, fried chicken birds are owls. I will say. That's a little weird. So yeah, there we go. There is FPL Season 3 end of season talk. Thank you all for watching. It means a lot to me. Next season... No, you will not be first, Robo. Not next season. Starting Wednesday, I will send out the thing that gets you to vote and gets you to vote on everything. People keep pinging me. Y'all are annoying. Vote for everything, and it'll be Wednesday. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do playoffs, and then y'all are gonna be able to sign up for off seasons starting probably the last week of playoffs. I'd say last week, maybe last 2. So be ready for that. And yeah, I will be streaming more. I'll start streaming again. It's just gonna be on a weekly basis, whether I stream or not. I may make a Discord so I can tell y'all, even though I'm not a very big YouTuber. I'm probably gonna make a Discord just to tell y'all what oh boy. Just to tell y'all. Oh, did anyone subscribe? I don't think so. Maybe. Let's go check. Oh, I got 30 views. Wow. Interesting. Let's see. No one subscribed. That's fine. I will say the next thing I do on stream will probably also go like this video. Why aren't you liked already? Wow. The next thing I will do will be I'm going to be starting a Pokemon Radical Red Hardcore Nuzlocke of base Radical Red. We will not be doing Hardcore Radical Red. Thank you, Magnus and Bloop. Means a lot. Although I can't see it on the stream stuff. I don't know why. Wild. Maybe I gotta... No? Yeah, I don't know how to see it. But, if y'all like that kind of stuff, I would absolutely subscribe and get ready to watch. Because that's gonna happen. Radical Red. I think that's gonna be really fun for everyone. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all whenever I do that. I'll make it Discord, and I'll put it in FPL. Why not? See y'all, and bye-bye.